Lately, many people have been messaging me about the Guqin and Guzheng, and I've noticed that a lot of them still confuse these two instruments. So today, I'll share some key differences to help you distinguish them more easily. 1. Size and design. The Guqin is compact and portable, measuring only about 47-inch in length, whereas the Guzheng is significantly larger, reaching up to 64-inch. If you see a long instrument with many strings placed on a stand, it's most likely a Guzheng. In contrast, the Guqin is smaller and can be played directly on a table or on the player's lap. 2. Number of strings. The Guqin originally had 5 strings, which later evolved into the standard 7-string version used today. The Guzheng initially had 12 strings, then increased to 13, 16, and now is standardized at 21 strings. So, simply counting the number of strings is one of the easiest ways to tell these two instruments apart. 3. Sound quality. Guqin produces deep, warm, and meditative tones, making it ideal for contemplation, mindfulness, and personal reflection. Its sound is relatively soft, meant primarily for personal enjoyment rather than large performances. The Guzheng has a bright, resonant, and more powerful sound. If you've ever listened to modern Guzheng music, you'll notice how loud and vibrant it can be, making it perfect for performances and engaging audiences. 4. History and cultural significance. The Guqin has an extensive history, with over 3,000 preserved ancient compositions. It appears frequently in classical Chinese literature, Tang poetry, and historical records. It is also the only Chinese musical instrument recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. Many Guqins from the Tang, Song, Yuan, Ming, and Qing dynasties are preserved in museums and private collections worldwide. Some Tang dynasty Guqins are still playable today due to their durable craftsmanship, thicker wooden construction, protective lacquer coating, and complex manufacturing process, allowing them to last for thousands of years. On the other hand, surviving ancient Guzhengs are extremely rare. Most exhibits feature excavated artifacts that are no longer playable. This is because the Guzheng is made from thinner wood, making it harder to preserve over long periods. Historically, the Guqin was far more culturally prominent than the Guzheng. This is evident in ancient literature, classic texts, and historical records such as the records of the Grand Historian. As a result, Guqin remains the only solo Chinese instrument to be listed as a UNESCO intangible cultural heritage, whereas Guzheng does not qualify due to its lack of preserved ancient compositions and historical continuity. Unlike the Guqin, very few original Guzheng compositions from ancient times have been preserved. Most modern Guzheng pieces are either adapted from Guqin, paper melodies, or composed for film soundtracks. 5. Learning the instrument. Which one is harder? Both instruments have their own challenges, but in terms of technique, the Guqin requires more precision and patience. It is played without artificial fingernails, meaning players must use their natural fingers to produce sound. In contrast, Guzheng players can use artificial nails, making it easier for beginners to pick up. However, difficulty is subjective. Some people find the Guqin easier to learn, while others struggle with it. Ultimately, it depends on personal choice and dedication. Additionally, the Guzheng is more widely available, making it easier to find a good instrument, teachers, and learning resources. The Guqin, on the other hand, is more than just an instrument. It carries a deep cultural and philosophical significance, offering a way to cultivate inner peace and reduce stress in daily life. So, which one should you choose? It depends on your preferences and goals. If you're drawn to a meditative, soulful instrument with a serene sound, the Guqin is a perfect choice. But if you want a versatile instrument with a powerful, dynamic sound that suits various music styles, the Guzheng is the way to go. Are you currently learning or interested in either of these instruments? Let us know in the comments. That's all for now. See you in the next video.